The misunderstandings of the colorful and exuberant empath. Welcome, dear ones. I am your host, Sonia, and the creator of the Treasures You podcast. Realizing that consciousness is emerging its infrastructure network of illusion, we are the architects, spiraling in our own legacy throughout the infinity, bearing witness, reflecting, and visualizing this unadulterated existence into a manifested reality. Life is infinite, and so are you. And this is the treasure is you. How are you doing? How are you doing, everyone? I hope everyone is enjoying their day, enjoying this present moment. So, today in this podcast, which is entitled The Misunderstandings of Colorful and Exuberant Empath, yes, I am highlighting the empath on this podcast today because the empath is definitely misunderstood. And for people who are empaths, they may not truly understand and they think so many things about being an empath. But I'm here to shed some light today about the empath. Listen up because these things are necessary for your growth, for your understanding of yourself. So, this podcast today is for all of those daredevils, adventurers, tech geniuses, the classy, the snobbish, the wallflowers, scientists, actors, singers, cashiers, waitresses, dog walkers, artists, composers, innovators, teachers, sports athletes, counselors, world travelers, philanthropists, entrepreneurs, and life enthusiasts, and the vast complexities of all of the greatness which embodies the whole of all in this ever evolving world that we all live, grow, and strive for. We are the heart of this existence, spiraling in the minds that keep this reality moving and colorful. Where do you think our compassion comes from? It comes from us, the empaths that see through the falsehoods that arise on every corner. How do you feel in your heart, in your mind? Are you clear about who you are in this world? If you are not clear about who you are in this world, you will most certainly figure it out. The empath is always one or two steps ahead in the game of life, sensing and feeling. We need alone time to balance and to fine tune our own energy so we can be clear in our minds while spreading out our compassion that is naturally leading us to experiences of connections that open us up to our divine greatness. It is the empath that creates at will. It is the empath that has no bounds. It is the empath that comforts the lost and the feeble. Yes, dear ones, it is the empath that shapes this beautiful reality that one creates for itself by acknowledging the beauty that is from within the heart. This powerful energy is what catapults these expansive realities that we are all witnessing, all shapes and colors, to bring in a mixture of fun, excitement, and a deep passion that is exhilarating. The empath knows how to juggle many tasks and to show you that you are a gem, a treasure that is worth more than any amount of money or any monetary gain. Now, let's discuss the flip side of the empath. This portion is very essential for the mental well being of an empath. It is important to be aware of yourself in the world and to be aware that you are a gift in the world, and most certainly a gift as well to the world. You are a gift because you are able to feel and sense the compassion, the sadness, the joy that is always being directed toward you. And this at times can cause the extreme ways that causes mental disturbances, that causes mental imbalances, such as bipolar disorder, addictive patterns, obsessive compulsive disorders, and many other vast disorders that continue to be perpetuated by the empaths that keep these disorders alive by their physical interactions. It is essential that the empath has alone time to recharge their energy bodies. When the empath is aware of its own energy in others, this is where the empath is able to live a life that is adventurous, fun, and daring. I would like to thank all of the empathic people in this world because you walk through life with your hearts open to the opportunities and ways of great expression, which helps to guide our world in peaceful ways of being. Oh, yeah, by the way, everyone in the world is an empath. We come in all shapes, sizes, and a vast variety of mental and emotional awareness that has its own uniqueness that signifies who we are. Yes, we are all sentient beings that courses these energetic highways through the compassion that is deep within our heart. This amazing earth that we are all witnessing would not have its richness of color, of exploration, of tantalizing experiences if it was not for us empaths. We are the Picassos, the Amy Winehousers, the Bruce Lees, the Nikola Teslers, the trailblazers, and the trendsetters. Are you catching on to the words that I am saying? When the empath is in its element, we have no bounds, and we allow the deep passion within our heart to guide us on this amazing journey in life to reach unlimited ways to achieve greatness, which essentially is us, because we are the physical manifestation of the reflections of this reality that we all create through the process of manifestation. Many others say that they do not want to feel their heart. They do not want to have anything to do with love and all of those experiences that causes a person to elevate in their consciousness. We cannot deny our innate sentient essence. In doing so, we actually create the byproducts of our own pain that is masked by the low energies of fear, which comes in an array of different emotional experiences that results in pain, mood swings, anger, extreme ways of being, insomnia, escapism, depression, victimism, and anxiety. These are the imbalances that we all go through at certain times in our lives because we are unaware of our divine essence, which is perfection, which is divine. I am an empath, and so are you. It is due time for us to realize that the imprinting of our beliefs combined with traumatic experiences and the continual cycle of these different levels of fear, that is what closes off the empath from their natural innate abilities, which is our hearts. I know that everything that I am saying sounds foreign, and this is because of the programming of our beliefs that shape who we are, our diminishing of ourselves, of our own sabotaging tendencies that continue to keep a cycle of disharmony and imbalance within our divine essence. We are all physical manifestations of the highest level of consciousness, of energy, of humanity. So until we as a whole come to the realization of our complete divine essence, we as humanity, as consciousness, will always fall short in our lives because we are not acknowledging the fullness in which we are existing. This amazing journey of life, which I have found out many years ago, is a gift to us by us. And because this life is a gift, we are also a gift because we are a reflection of life itself. Now, concluding with my final thought, enjoy your journey. Enjoy every step of the way. The parts that are fine, the parts that are hard, the parts that are sad, the parts that are confusing, because it is in these various levels of experiences is what shape each and every one of us so we can become better human beings, which in turns creates better worlds for us and future generations. This podcast today is always to bring awareness to the parts of yourself that you were not aware of so you can continue on your journey, but now realize that your superpower is your heart, and your heart has been and will continue to guide you into and onto unimaginable terrains so you can be the best that you can be right now. Learn more about ourselves as empaths because once you do learn more about yourself as an empath, this is what helps you in your relationships. It is very important and I would say necessary because this world that we are all engaging in is all about relationships with yourself, with your children, with your siblings, with your coworkers, with your spouses. This whole world that we are all engaging in is about relationships. So, how are you going to manage throughout your day if you cannot understand yourself, for one, love yourself, and to be able to communicate with your loved ones, with your friends? We have to understand ourselves more than the physical, dear ones. It is a necessary mean for our happiness. So we can always maintain a sense of integrity, a sense of balance within our minds and our hearts. And being empathic is a magnificent gift, as I said, to the world, because it is the empath that makes this life so colorful. It keeps this world alive with its beautiful renditions of music, of art, of poetry. It is the empath that is always moving through their heart because of the passion that drives them to continue creating through their heart. So do not fret. Do not hide from yourself because of you not totally understanding yourself as an empath, as a sentient being that feels the energy of this earth, which is feeling the energy of every single thing and every person. That is what the empath is doing. And I know that sounds pretty far fetched because we weren't taught any of this energetic stuff. No, we weren't. We have to search further and learn more about ourselves, especially if you are having difficulties as an empath. I would definitely say that it is a necessary mean to learn more about yourself so you can understand yourself in your fullness, not just the physical, not just taking a pill, because who wants to take a pill the rest of their life, right? We need to get to the root of the misalignment. And when you do get to the root of the misalignment, then you will be able to figure out what it is so you can maintain a sense of integrity and a sense of balance by understanding your energetic self. Again, empaths continue being that essence, that passion that keeps this world colorful and alive. It is because of the empath that has compassion, that helps one another to see through any dysfunction that is going on in the world. But when you are imbalanced, you are unsure of yourself because you don't know what is happening. And this is where, at times, for some of us begin to have addictive personalities. We begin to have addictions to certain substances and certain activities. And because of that addiction pattern is what keeps the empath in balance, or we are searching for that substance that we are addicted to. And as you know, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be sex, it could be food, it could be spending money, it could be watching TV. Anything that you feel you need every day and sometimes all day. When you are in that state of mind of the addictive empath, because a lot of us feel comfort. We find comfort in those substances, in those things that we become addicted to. And if you think about it, how can you find comfort in something that you are addicted to? It doesn't even make sense. Like you find comfort in that, to something that you are addicted to. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like when I say that, it doesn't even sound right when I say it. It's not balanced. It doesn't make sense. So if you find comfort in whatever substance or whatever experience that you are addicted to, you got to question yourself. And then that right there, you will know. You will know, but a lot of us aren't strong enough to stop it. That is where we need to receive help to help us, because we cannot continue to become addicted to something. And I know for myself, I at one time was addicted to sugar. So I was running to the store, constantly running to the store to get these things that had sugar in it. And I was baking. Yeah, I was baking things. And yes, I found myself running to grocery stores. And if that store didn't have what I wanted, I would run to another grocery store. You see what I'm saying? Until I got what I wanted, was that sugar. And I didn't even realize this was happening to me. And then I finally put the pieces together and figured it out. Yeah, I didn't need sugar. If I'm running to stores, like literally running to stores to get sugar, that is a definite sign that I was imbalanced. I was not balanced because I'm searching. I'm searching for that sugar, that so called comfort. If you find yourself in these addictive patterns, then you have to question yourself and then take the appropriate action to stop it. Find something else that truly serves you instead of something that doesn't serve you. Because sugar, dear ones, it clouds your mind. It keeps you foggy. Yeah, it throws you off. It's a chemical imbalance within your whole essence. And if it clouds your mind, then none of us should be taking sugar, not alone being addicted to it. We cannot overconsume on anything because that's the imbalance. We can't overconsume on food, overconsume on drinking alcohol. Everything that is in this world, we cannot overconsume in it. And if we do, that is when we have to question ourselves. Why are we over consuming in such things? We have to. We have to do it for ourselves so we can understand ourselves. Where is this coming from? Why am I eating so much? Why am I doing whatever it is to the extreme? So there it is again, the extreme. When it's the extreme, that is for sure the sign where you have to have the courage to withdraw that addictive pattern that you have created. And then you have to figure out, well, why did this happen? Why did I gravitate to sugar? Was there something in my life that made me feel like I had to gravitate to it? Yes, you will find an answer, because I found the answer for myself. And you have to question yourself and you will find the answer. So, yes, dear ones, if you find yourself in any type of addictive pattern, then you question yourself, and then you replace it with something that's going to serve you. Okay. You replace it with something that's going to uplift you. Exercise, you can do that. Reading, you can do that. Dancing, something that will uplift you so you will not continue on that track of addiction. No, none of us needs to be addicted to anything. And once you figure that out, you'll be back on track, back to your happy go lucky self, because we need you. We need everybody to be balanced so everybody can be vibrating high, uplifting this planet with your high vibrations. That is what we need. So understand yourself, empaths. Love yourselves. Keep your hearts open. So we have to love ourselves, and we have to keep our hearts open. And any time that you feel that you may become addicted to some substance, then question yourself. Always question yourself. Pause for a moment. Receive help. Replace it with something that serves you. Talk to a good friend that has your best interest at heart, because you are a gift to the world when you are balanced. So, beautiful empath, continue on being a compassionate, innovative, and colorful person in the world. And also, dear empaths, remember that the treasure is you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next podcast. Namaste.